Before I go into Adam Curry's code that uses both MP3 and OGG audio files, I wanted to remove my CSS styles from the web page, and I wanted to remove the JavaScript, the action. And so I have those in their own separate files. So I have an external file called style.css, and I have an external file called action.js. Now, if I go to my Part 5 folder on my desktop and open it, you see here's my example.html. That's my web page. I have a folder called audio, and when I go in there, you see that I've got 3 MP3 files and 3 OGG files that will be utilized in a future video. Go out of there, you see I have a CSS folder now, and inside there I have style.css, where I removed my style from my web page and put it into its own external, which I will point to. I have my images folder that has all these things that I created in Paint for my buttons. And then I have a JS folder for my JavaScript, and inside there I have a single file called action.js that I will point to from example.html. And the way I will point to it is I will first point to the folder, and I'll show you this, might as well open it now. Go to the example.html. I point to it. Well, first let me show you. I have doc type declaration there, the opening HTML, the opening head tag. I have title tags that have example here, so that when you look at the browser tab up here, it says example. I have meta char set equals UTF-8. I have this link rel equals shortcut icon, href equals shortcut.ico. I have not created the shortcut.ico yet. When I do create that in Paint, it's going to show right here. Instead of this little blank page, you're going to see a little image, a smiley face, or whatever I stick up there. Maybe since I'm dealing with audio, maybe I'll find like a music symbol or something like that up here, or something that will relate to sound. Type equals image / X icon. So that will point to that, and that will show up here in the future. This is how I link to my external style sheet. Link rel equals style sheet, type equals text / CSS, href equals CSS. Go back to this. So it's pointing to this folder, CSS, and then it's pointing to style.css. So when you go into that CSS folder, it's going to point to style.css. That's how we link to an external sheet. This right here is going to link to the external. Let me back up. It's going to point to the JS folder. Script language equals JavaScript, source equals JS. So it's pointing to this folder. Go in this folder, and then it's pointing to action.js, which is this file right here. End script, end head. So now instead of having, see, here's my head tags. If I can try to put this together, I don't think we can see it all. I'm trying to let you see it all. Okay, so you see my opening closing head tag. Now all I've got is just this, things that are pointing to other things on the outside. And before, inside of these head tags, I had all of this stuff, and I had all of, oh my god, I'm gonna mess up. And I had all of this stuff, all of the style and all of the action was inside of these head tags. Now it's not. Now we're pointing to them on the outside and keeping the style and the action separate from the web page and just pointing to them. So that's a change that I did, and I wanted to show you that because it makes it easier instead of doing all this mega scrolling back and forth in one page. When I want to change something in my style, I'll just go here. I want to change something in my action, I'm just going to go here and leave my HTML file to just the head and the body basically is just going over what elements are in my body. What are you going to see? Well, if I run this in Chrome, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this little pink audio player that I created. Alright, so basically I just wanted to point that out before I get into anything else, because you should separate your style and your action from your web page.